What's up guys, Jake here with JakesGotHerps, not to be confused with herpes. Herpes is nasty, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my Veiled Chameleons and their setup. The reason I haven't shown you guys these guys earlier is just because Veiled Chameleons stress very easily, which is evident by their constant color change. So I didn't want to make this video too soon just to add additional stress to them, so I figured I would do this video now. Obviously they're probably going to get a little pissed off at me, but I figured now would be a better time than before I had them eating consistently and drinking and all that good stuff. So I'll start with the Enclosure. This is the small Repti Breeze, I believe it's called, screen enclosure. Most people agree that screen enclosures are the best for Veiled Chameleons because stagnant air can really cause them a lot of respiratory problems. So most people use these screened-in enclosures. At the top here we have the UVB and the heat bulb. Now the heat bulb is only 75 watts because most chameleon keepers have agreed on the consensus that Veiled Chameleon babies require less heat than adults, which is fine. Up here we have a little dripper. It's just a cup with a small hole poked in the bottom of it, which works fine. I have this sexy One Direction taped humidifier. Sorry, I couldn't even think of the word. That works all right for them. I usually don't turn it on just because a lot of the the mist comes right out of the enclosure and it gets water everywhere basically. But now we'll take you inside the enclosure, open this bad boy up, and as you can see inside there's a lot of foliage. Again, very good for Veiled Chameleons, lets them hide and climb all over the place. They're not very heavy, so surprisingly a lot of stuff like this is actually really good for climbing for them. They only weigh a few grams, so a lot of this vegetation, most of it is used. So I guess I'll start with the bottom. The bottom, my substrate is actually this moss mat. I really like it a lot. It's kind of like the Repti carpet, but it is more of an absorbent material, which helps keep in a little bit of moisture. Obviously I don't want it getting moldy, but I haven't experienced any mold problems with it so far, so I'm thinking it's going to be pretty good for helping keep in just a little bit more humidity and moisture as well. In the corner here we have a big leafy plant, fake plant that the water drips onto that they can drink off of. Smaller one back there, and I have that tied up to the side with some sewing string, I guess. I can't even remember what that's called. I guess it's string, whatever. And I have this taller plant right here. I have this red plant that's kind of cool. I have a lot of these other little plants, and I have a bird ladder that goes up to the top to the basking area where the chameleons are hanging out. As you can see, they're not the brightest green right now just because I started talking, and now they're changing colors to show their displeasure with me being in their enclosure. But either way, they're both doing pretty well. They eat a ton. I don't know if you can see on that leaf right there a lot of the poop stains. I just cleaned it out, but they've been eating a ton, and which is very good. That's the thing I've been worrying about the most for them is their hydration and their eating. A lot of baby chameleons are very stressed and they're a little bit fragile, so the fact that they're eating very well and defecating constantly is a good sign for me. And I do know how to sex these guys, but I'm not really close enough to tell, and they change color so much it's hard to tell for me. I believe the one in the front is the male, but I'm not sure. I do know how to sex them. A lot of people were telling me how to do it. I do know how. I just they're small and it's hard to tell right now, and I don't like to get too much in their business just so they don't stress out too much. But there they are, really cool little baby Veiled Chameleons I got from Ben Siegel Reptiles, which I highly recommend you guys getting reptiles from. I've worked with them a little bit. I've gotten 5 or 6 animals from them, and all of them have been great, which is awesome. So just a little review of them as well. And as you can see, these guys are pretty active, doing really well. Have a lot of weight on them, from when I originally got them. And not to say that they were skinny when I got them, just they've grown quite a bit, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, there's the baby Veiled Chameleons. I know I could probably do a better job, getting up close and personal with these guys, but like I've been saying, they stress a lot, and stress can kill your reptiles if they're not eating, if they're upset or whatever. And this guy's actually getting some water off the foliage, if you didn't see that, which is pretty cool. But these guys are just awesome. I love their hands and the way they move around their enclosures. Their little feet. They have awesome eyes, that move, in multiple directions at a time. I wonder if I can go like that so you can see they move, independent of each other, which is awesome. And watching them eat is freaking awesome. like with their tongues. Their tongues are extremely long. I have no idea how they fit, you know, that much of a stretchy tongue in their mouth, but you know, they can snipe crickets from there, you know, onto that plant right there, which is pretty awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. I'll be doing more videos of these guys very soon, when they start to grow a little bit more and when things start to change, and you know, when they start getting more used to their environment. They'll definitely probably be less stressed, more handleable, I guess, and I'll do some more videos of them very, very soon. Probably some feeding videos as well, because like I said, it's pretty badass. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. It helps me out a lot, and definitely encourages me to make more videos. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.